We are going to get right into it because it has been another crazy week in WWE, and for the first time in over 483 days, the New Day is not your WWE Tag Team Champions. I don't know how to feel about that. It's like an end of an era. Last Monday was when they were going to pass the reign of Demolition for the longest reigning Tag Team Champions of all time. They did that. They had 2 matches in one night. 2 triple threat matches, mind you. Won both matches. However, Sheamus and Cesaro had won a number 1 contendership at Tribute to the Troops for Roadblock, which was this past Sunday, and Sheamus and Cesaro are the surprising team of the year, and they were able to finally defeat the New Day and become the WWE Tag Team Champions. You can't take anything away from the New Day. They've accomplished, obviously, a major feat. They've defended their title numerous times, and were able to hold on to it for well over a year. I mean, like I said, it's just weird them not being tag team champions. You were just so used to it. But it's going to be interesting to see what Sheamus and Cesaro can do, because obviously they don't get along. So it's going to be interesting. Now, last week we had another interesting SmackDown, excuse me, where there was a number 1 contender match for the AJ Styles World Heavyweight Championship. Luke Harper, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, and Dean Ambrose. It was an elimination match. The Miz was eliminated first, followed by Luke Harper. Miz didn't appreciate being eliminated. Obviously, Miz is a sore loser, guys. And interfered, allowing Dolph Ziggler to get the win, and he is now the number 1 contender. It's kind of weird because Dean Ambrose was fighting AJ Styles for all these months, and Dolph Ziggler and The Miz were fighting, and now it looks like they kind of just swapped partners, and it's going to be interesting. It's nice to see Ziggler. Excuse me. God, it's so cold here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to not get sick. It's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see Dolph Ziggler going for the big title. Obviously, we all know what he's been through over his career. This past year has been phenomenal. No pun intended. For him. So, can he defeat AJ Styles? I don't know. Time will tell. All right, as I said, it has been a huge week in WWE because of all these happenings, and Triple H announced there is going to be another tournament like we had the Cruiserweight Classic. This time it is the UK tournament for the brand new UK title. Some of the greatest wrestlers that we have in the business today are going to be in this tournament. Go online, look up the list. This is just another major step WWE has been making. I'm telling you, this year has probably been one of the best that they've had in a long time. There's just so much anticipation for this, and I cannot wait to see who wins and what impact they are going to have on the brand, because regardless of who it is, like I said, these are the top wrestlers in the world. They're going to make a huge impact with WWE. Speaking of making impacts, NXT, this past week, we had qualifying matches for the number 1 contendership. As you know, Shinsuke Nakamura is the new champion after he defeated Samoa Joe. He needs a new challenger. Now, these were 4 qualifying matches, qualifying for a fatal 4-way, which is then the winner is going to face Shinsuke Nakamura. So it's Ty Dillinger, Andrade Almas, Roderick Strong, and Bobby Roode. I don't know who you root for in that. Any one of them would be a great challenger to Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm not sure when this match is going to happen. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, we had Roadblock this past Sunday. This was a huge pay-per-view. Lots of interesting matches. So we're going to get into that. Now, Rich Swann defended his title against the Cruiserweight Championship against TJ Perkins and the Brian Kendrick. Swann was victorious. However, after he won, Neville came out looking like he was going to congratulate him, and he just attacked Rich Swann. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm just in shock. We've obviously never seen this from Neville. He explained himself on Raw. Basically, he's just tired of being looked down on, and he created this cruiserweight. Like, he's not getting any appreciation for this. I don't know if this is the right way to go, but hey, Neville's making an impact. And again, speaking of making impacts, a lot of people have been doing this past week. Sami Zayn finally defeated Braun Strowman via countout in the 10-minute draw. Well, not 10-minute draw, sorry. He was given 10 minutes in the ring with Braun Strowman via Mick Foley. He won. hey, Sami Zayn has always been the underdog, so he always finds that way to win. Winners, Charlotte. We all know what happened. She is your 4-time women's champion. Now, this is the last match that we've seen between these two, so there's not going to be any back and forth between Charlotte and Sasha anymore. It doesn't matter. This rivalry is going to go down as one of the greatest in history via men or women. They have put on some of the best matches we have ever seen for women, and in general, just some of the greatest wrestling matches we have ever seen. But I'm looking forward to seeing something else. Obviously, you know, I think we'd all love to see them fight forever, but it's time for something new. We're going to see who challenges Charlotte. Now, Seth Rollins also defeated Kevin Owens. Not Kevin Owens, sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself. Seth Rollins defeated Chris Jericho in his match. Now, Chris Jericho obviously wants to get involved in his best friend's match at Roadblock. Got into Kevin Owens' match, causing the disqualification. So, Kevin Owens is still your Universal Champion. However, the big, to me, the big takeaway, because I was a huge Shield fan, 2/3 of the Shield, because obviously Dean Ambrose is on SmackDown and he wasn't there. 2/3 of the Shield reunited. I mean, I'm not sure how Roman Reigns can trust Seth Rollins. Nonetheless, everybody loves their little Shield moments, so that was great to see. Okay, now the theme clearly this week has been making an impact. So, who to watch, who you need to be watching, is Neville. I already talked about him. He made that impact, made his name known. He's had a lot of injuries lately, so he's been kind of on the back burner, but he is back, and he wants to be the Cruiserweight Champion, because, as he said, you know, he created this division, he doesn't have any appreciation, so you need to watch out for Neville. And finally, I'm not going to use that word again. Who's next? Who do we need to see in NXT? Not even NXT, just WWE main roster. Kenny Omega. If you don't know him, there's something wrong with you. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He is huge in Japan. The leader of the Bullet Club. You know, we have the club. We have the majority of well, not the majority of the club, but we have AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Finn Balor. All in WWE. So, you know, come on. Sign Kenny Omega. I mean, he's made massive, massive impact in the indies. His signing would be huge, and WWE has clearly, you know, we had Roderick Strong, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries. We've had a lot of these huge independent wrestlers signing with WWE lately. Why not add him? Please, WWE. All right. I will be obviously not on next Sunday because it is Christmas or Hanukkah, whichever you celebrate. So I will see you next Monday. I hope your holidays are great. And yeah, I will see you next week.